I saw this one's going viral and the comments are cooking, it seems. Since this whole Joey / the anime discourse is happening, I'd like to bring back this Trash Taste episode they had with Hasan. And I have no idea what the Joey anime man discourse is at all. And I don't even care to know what it is at all. But apparently it's something, okay? But it seems like they found one of my OG, the first Trash Taste episode that I did that actually got a lot of play at the time. Here, let's take a look. As you guys know, it's so funny because this is like a couple years ago. And while a lot of people will now say, no, duh, I do think that at the time when I was talking about like the deeply embedded political themes within One Piece, like at the time when I was first like bringing it up, there was definitely a lot of people who were disagreeing with me. Those people have quieted down. Obviously, Luffy has become like this, the Straw Hats, the Straw Hats pirates, and their banner has become like a rallying cry universally against imperialism and oppression. So it's a funny time to just like relitigate this, but I do think that it's one of my takes that just aged so perfectly. Okay, I cannot see. I mean, this is one of my perhaps best aged takes of all time, and the halls are great.
A very political anime, Connor.
That's okay. Well,
it is a very political.
What?
Anime.
You told me One Piece is very political.
Yes.
What aspect?
Oh my God! Yes, I love this. Okay. This is gonna piss off everybody, but I'm so right about this. Even though, like, I'm no,
okay.
Like, okay. First of all, again, maybe a little bit too long as an arc. He's quite literally about like indigenous populations being removed from their land and like violently trying to find autonomy and emancipation through violent means directly against like an enemy that is much more powerful than them. Right. That is like that's like a land back movement, which is inherently very political, very leftist.
Literally Israel. I am talking about in that episode, the arc that I'm talking about is the, which one was it? The one in the Skypiea. Skypiea was about like the violence that resistance movements engage in when they are trying to when they're on a just cause, on a journey to self-determination. One Piece is based on a true story, lol. Okay, I don't know about that, but then there's obviously the healthcare arc. I mean, Oda cooks pretty hard.
I feel like I watched I read a different
Yeah, I know. I was trying to describe this to him. He's like, "What are you talking about?" It's about
like, man, I saw funny gum man.
Yeah.
To be fair, like Connor is memeing. Like he's leaning into it. He's not like oblivious. He's just doing that to make the conversation be more exciting because you need to have friction. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Where they think like, oh no, he's just dumb, he's stupid, he doesn't think it's like political at all. Like, I don't think it's like, I think these guys are aware that One Piece is political, okay? Or at least they're certainly aware now. But so proud we bullied you into watching it.
It's about having fun with your friends and being free.
Yeah,
what?
Exactly.
I mean, first of all, Luffy is a terrorist. I mean, he is. I mean, he literally is. He's fighting.
I hate that you're kind of right.
Yes,
I fucking hate that you're kind of right.
Yeah, he is a freedom fighter in the most like honorable sense of the word.
Yeah.
He is quite literally fighting against an unjustifiable, corrupt military apparatus that is like holding the entire world hostage, the world government and the Navy. He's literally killing cops. Like he's killing sea cops, and motherfuckers are like, no, that's not politics. What do you mean? That's just like gum man having fun.
I mean, the thing is, like, I remember you saying this yesterday when we were having dinner, and I was just like, I think with One Piece, just because of the art style and just the way things are, how funny Rubber Man, of course, you can take it at that level, and it's still very, very interesting stories. But if you break down some of the stuff that happens, half of it is Luffy going up against a corrupt government or corrupt.
The only aspect I argue with you on is that Luffy's cause isn't completely admirable. Dragon definitely fits that mold, though. No, the point for Luffy is that he is supposed to be gum-like in every way, shape, or form. Okay, where he's just a normie dude who wants to fucking eat food and be nice to people that are harmed. And the entire purpose of it is that you can be a normal guy and still recognize right from wrong. And as a normal dude who has no political convictions whatsoever can be empathetic. And that, by the way, is how normal people operate. We spend so much time trying to define political constructs around incredibly simple concepts such as be kind to people, okay? That's what's so wild about modern American political discourse where like half of the shit that we're talking about when people go, that's woke, is like, no, that's just like a regular person, dude. What do you mean? That's just like a person who's not an asshole, okay? You're describing a person who's not a fucking asshole, who doesn't immediately go, I don't understand what's going on here, and therefore I despise it, I hate it, we must kill it with fire. Like, if you don't have that kind of opinion, then you're automatically political. Like, we make it seem as though empathy and being kind to others, you know, Christian values, Muslim values, Jewish values, values that are baked into every religion, by the way, be kind to your fucking neighbors, is now somehow a political message, a bold political message. I think it's a representation of like what our current political discourse, our back and forth looks like now, and how deteriorated it has become. That all of a sudden being empathetic to random people who have done nothing to you, unconditionally being kind to them is somehow an issue. It's really stupid. It's really dumb. And people will turn around and be like, you're virtue signaling. It's like, well, thank you for recognizing that it's a virtue, I guess, but I don't think so. I think I'm just being a fucking normal person. And I hope that you can be a normal person as well. What the frick, man? One Piece Nelson Mandela video about you. What is this? Only aspect I argue on you with is that Luffy's cause isn't completely admirable. Oh yeah, that's what you said already. Oh yeah, this is the, yes, One Piece is that deep from the Par Vision. Yeah, this video came out like way back in the day. But I guess that take is going viral again. We should do this more often. We should bring back my old takes more often. You know, so that people understand that I was right back then, and maybe they can like reconsider what I might be right about right now. Because like, there are so many things that you can point to, whether it's like me talking about Israel, me talking about healthcare, me talking about immigration, me talking about all these other things that the Republicans are doing and how devastating it will look like, and how the Democrats need to fucking take action. You know, there are a lot of different, I miss the social Hasan era. The social Hasan era hasn't gone away. It's just been backpocketed. I was already making the move to be more social and do more like not inherently political shit. I did the Chad Vice and I did all that stuff. The problem is that there's been a very obvious setback in that. There is unfortunately an obvious setback there because of, one, all the political incidents that have taken place, and two, how those political incidents have had some pretty significant consequences in how much I can go out in the real world and socialize with other people. As I said already, I'm not going to TwitchCon, not because I'm worried about my own safety, but I'm literally not going to TwitchCon because I'm worried about the safety of others. I don't want to put them in the fucking crosshairs if some psycho freak decides like, I'm going to go there. I'm very publicly not going to TwitchCon for that reason. So make with that information, do with that information what you will, right? The clip resurfacing has nothing to do with One Piece. They're showing trash taste, trash media literacy, anime tourism discourse in logs. Yeah, I don't know what that kind of stuff is about, but I mean, look, I'm not a purist by any sense of the word, and I never will be. And I always have welcomed people coming in to any kind of hobby that I have. Coming into any kind of hobby that I have, I think is a great thing. I never understood that anger and resentment that Gamergate Andes had towards like women coming into to the gaming space either. I'm like, that's awesome. I have more people to talk about with my hobbies. Like, who gives a shit? That's great. The more the merrier. The more people are interested, the more money they put into these projects, and the more we can get incredible content. I'm super stoked on that shit. So that's I don't really know. I've never been a gatekeeper at all. I'm not a gatekeeper when it comes to socialism. I'm not a gatekeeper when it comes to my personal hobbies. I don't really understand it. Like, I don't understand the need for wanting to keep this like this special pure thing. But I don't really know what the discourse is either. But I suspect that it's probably misunderstandings on every side, because that's usually how it goes on the internet. You are with your restaurants? Yeah, because I don't want motherfuckers to, yeah, well, that's different. Anyway, but yeah, glad to see the OG One Piece's political take going viral again. Maybe this will open up some people's perspective a little bit on being more open-minded to where I'm coming from. Buy an ocean bottle, mate? Why? I got a twitch.tv mug right here. Yeah. Also, when I gatekeep where I go and eat food at, is because I don't want motherfuckers stalking my ass. That's a little different, don't you think?